Right. I have initiated recording, so this presentation is now being recorded. Moving on, there you go. There's a small glitch. Looks like the presentation is yes. Okay. Most of us, or most of you know me, but for the benefit of the people who do not know me, I am David. I've been in the financial planning and insurance advisory field for the last 15 years now. Before which, I used to be with advertising. I have spent a good 20 years in advertising with fairly good international agencies like Saatchi & Saatchi, Ogilvy and Mather, Rediffusion in their leadership roles. And in my current practice, I work closely with working professionals and families to help them clear financial confusions, investments, and help them do a long-term planning. Okay. Why? Because I realized I myself didn't have a mentor or anyone to tell me how to go about doing it. So I learned it. I thought it's good for me to give back to what I have learned. So with that intention, I entered the financial planning scenario and stuck on with it for 15 years. But that is not what we are going to talk about today. Today, we'll talk about how to take videos, because in this process of shifting my business, my advisory business from brick and mortar, what they call, from physical business and physical meetings to online on social media, I started doing quite a number of videos. And while doing that, I realized there's so many small nuances which most of us ignore. And I learned it by trial and error to take it myself. But in my earlier fashion, where I was with advertising, we have done lots of videos and films, but then that is a totally different ball game. You have a crew, you have copywriters, you have music composers. It's a big jig bang to do a 10-minute or a 1-minute or 60-second commercial. But that is not what we would be doing here. So for me too, it was a learning cycle which I learned. And as I was doing it, a lot of us, my friends, a lot of us from our industry started asking, how do you do this? I said, okay, fine. It's good for me to then tell everyone how to go about doing it. My educational background, I'm a biochemist. I'm a biochemistry graduate. But then instead of graduating into biochemistry, I went on to do my master's in mass communication and journalism. And that is where I stuck on and got into advertising. Spent 20 years there. And then now I'm here in front of you as a financial advisor. Good. So I will start with one of the videos which I shot quite recently. Look at it. We can discuss if time permits at the last. But I thought let's start with what is that we're going to do. Today, it's Valentine's Day. We pay for flowers, messages, dinners, and promises. But let me ask you something. What if love could be shown in a way that lasts longer than a day, longer than a post, longer than a single day? Real love is not just celebration. Real love is protection. Real love is preparation. All of us have been postponing something. I'll take health insurance next month. I'll start my term plan after this bonus. I'll begin investing when things settle down. I'll plan for my child's education soon. Soon becomes later. Later becomes never. And now should never sit on. If you truly love your family, give them stability. Give them financial safety. Give them freedom from future stress. This Valentine's Day, Do something unforgettable. Start your health cover. Take that term insurance. Create that child education fund. Begin that SIP you've been thinking for months. Not because it's a financial product, because it is a love decision. Flowers fade, protection stays. Messages get deleted, security remains. Don't just say I care, structure it, sign it, start it. If you want help take the first step, talk. Let's convert love into action. Heart value next. Okay, this video was done just by me. One person, nobody to handle the camera, just myself. The music was done, video was shot, all the editing was done by just myself. I'm not trying to boast that I can do it. What I'm saying is we do not need a big team of people to take videos like this, in which we are talking about our business to our audience, which we would otherwise do physically by visiting them. So the idea is, if we can't go, or if you want to go to many people at the same time, these videos help. And since we are not in the business of taking videos, or making films, we only do videos to help us do our business right. These kind of videos are good enough to meet our requirement. Okay. One more, very short. The idea of showing this video is to tell you that this video was shot when I was actually driving from Ooty to Bangalore, and in my organization there was a kind of a contest. They said, can you do 10 videos in a day? So this was a result of that. This is to show that even when you are on move, when you know how to take your videos and to quickly edit them, you can manage to do these kind of videos. Insurance is not meant to make you rich. It was at a tea shop. Meant to make sure one bad event doesn't make you poor. We expect insurance to perform like investments. We misunderstand its purpose. Protection and growth play different roles. Right tool, the right job, like this refreshing lime tea for a perfect travel on the hills. Okay, now one more sample I'll show. This is a little lengthier one, the lengthier video, but it is in a different format. It is in a question and answer format, almost like simulating a real life situation where you go to a audience, or you go to your client, they ask you questions and you answer them. So this also helps you sending the videos to people who you are not able to go in, who you're not able to go and visit in person. So this helps you that way. And because it is in a question and answer format, I believe that the clients who see this, or the audience who see this, they relate to it. I'll just play this. It's a little longer video, but bear with me. I think you will know why I'm showing this to you.
Late nights, long hours, constant deadlines. Life in IT is fast-paced. But what happens when your health slows you down? Medical costs are rising every year, and a single hospitalization can derail your financial plans. That's where health insurance steps in. But do you really need it if you're young and healthy? Let's clear the air. I'm young, I work in IT, I get free health insurance from my company. Why should I even bother buying a separate health policy?
Great question. That's exactly what most young professionals ask me. Employer cover is good, but it has two big gaps. The coverage is often small, but stroke benefits. A single hospitalization in a private hospital can cross rupees 8 to 10 lakhs. If you switch jobs, take a break, or work as a freelancer, your company cover disappears. Having your own health insurance means you are protected no matter where you are.
But I'm healthy. I eat out sometimes. I exercise now and then. Do I really need it so early?
That's actually the best time to buy it. When you're young and healthy, your premium is low, and you clear waiting periods for lifetime related illnesses. Think about it. Today's late nights, stress, and fast food habits can become tomorrow's health issues. Buying early is like locking in your premium before life throws surprises.
How much health cover makes sense for someone in IT?
If you're working in a metro, at least rupees 10 to 15 lakhs is a safe cover. Why? Because treatments in big cities are expensive. A new surgery, a stent, or even daily treatment in a private hospital can easily cost several lakhs. A smart hack: take a base cover of rupees 5 lakhs and add a super top up of rupees 20 to 25 lakhs. This gives you a total cover of 25 to 30 lakhs at a very affordable cost.
So, is this just about hospital bills? Or does it really affect my financial goals?
It affects everything. Imagine working hard, saving for your first car, or planning a Europe trip. One medical emergency wipes out at least 5 to 6 lakhs from your pocket. Years of savings gone. Health insurance protects your dream by making sure the money is used for your goals, not hospital bills.
And what if I don't buy health insurance at all?
Then you're gambling with your future. I've seen young techies in their 20s and 30s land huge bills due to sudden illnesses. COVID was the biggest example. Families had to break FDs or take loans. Health insurance makes sure you never have to choose between your savings and health. Health insurance isn't just for older people, it's for smart professionals who want to protect their money and their future. The best time to buy it? When you're young, healthy, and don't need it. Because when the need comes, it will already be too late.
Your health is your real wealth. Don't wait for a medical emergency to remind you of that. Secure your health, secure your future. Start your health insurance journey today. Talk to your advisor, compare your options, and take action now, because peace of mind is priceless.
Yeah, that was a lengthy video, but I thought I should show you this because this is one format which uh, got me some good views. So I think it was appreciated by people. Okay. Uh, when we take videos, well, I mean, actually, when I do the videos, I have this one thought in mind that every video we take and post it on the social media, it makes us immortal. We live forever. And when we put something on the internet or on the social media which is going to make us live permanently on this earth, we have to do justice to what we are putting. Okay, I'm not saying that we should only start posting our videos when we are perfect. We have to keep posting our videos. What happens then, if at all somebody is following us, which they would be, they will notice how we have progressed from a point A to point B, from a learner till an expert. But if we just do one or two videos which are not good, then we will be only remembered for that. So just let's keep this in mind when we are taking our videos. We are not taking it for today, tomorrow. We are taking it forever. I'm sure you'll agree with me on this point. Okay. Now, please start the real presentation. Okay. Why do you think most of us fail in self-shot videos? It's a very, very basic thing. Our videos don't come good, blurry, they don't look nice. Most of the times it is that one small reason. Can you guess? Can anyone take a call, take a guess? Maybe a few of you will see the presentation earlier, you may. It is not the lack of knowledge. It's missing the very basic things. Things like bad audio, shaky framing, dirty lens, and yeah, that's right. Dirty lens, wrong lighting direction. Eyes are not looking at the audience, which means technically we are not looking at the camera. So it looks like we are not looking at the audience. We have a very rushed feeling of faces are all tensed. We are reading a script either from a paper or from a laptop screen or something kept behind our yes, we know, ma'am. Yes, surrounding sounds also there. They also do make our videos bad. Okay, reading scripts, it actually takes your eyes away from the camera and gives the audience a feeling that the person is looking elsewhere. He or she is looking at somebody else and talking. So that personal touch, the one-on-one kind of a feel, does not happen. So we'll address all these things one by one in a very short way, because I'm looking at 1.5 hours of time, because I can't take too much of time Saturday. So I will try to cover these things quickly. Okay, because at the end, if you need to get a good video, it should have clarity, it should be stability, and you should have a natural presence on the camera. Okay. The minimum gear which you should have, gear as in the minimum equipment which you should have, is something like what you're seeing here. Your smartphone. Yes. There are some non-negotiable equipment which you should definitely have. There are some optional upgrades which is good to have. Non-negotiables, the must, what you should definitely have, obviously it is your smartphone, preferably a smartphone which has a HD or a 4K video. If it is lesser than that, not to worry. The picture quality is not what it takes, what speaks, but it is the way you take the picture of the video, and what you say in the video is what matters. So a smartphone, a tripod stand, I would say it's very essential, because it helps you to keep your camera or your phone stable at a place, and it does not give a shaky, jerky motion to your videos. Go for a collar mic, something like the one which I am wearing now, and have a longer cable if your mic is not a Wi-Fi and it has a cable, so that you can sit a little away from your camera or a phone camera, so that you get good distance and a good framing or composition of your video for the editing. You should have a clean background. Clean background, what I mean, things behind you, what the camera captures, they should be clean enough, not very cluttery, because if something is moving around, if it's cluttered, it takes the attention away from the speaker in the video to what is happening behind the speaker. Okay, and a good source of light. When I say good source of light, I'm not talking about fancy photography lights, spotlights, this light, that light. No, we are not in that movie making business. We are in business of advisory, sharing knowledge. So we will stick to what we want. So the light source is good enough if it is a soft light coming from the window. And optional upgrades, which is good to have, is a ring light. If you want, you can buy a ring light. You can buy a stand which has a phone clamp and a light clamp on that, so that, I mean, what I mean is something like this, what you see here. Good to have. If you don't have that, it's okay. External mic, mics like this, which are connected to the phone by a cable, or you can record the sound separately and then merge it with your video later. You can go to a studio, or you can outsource a total professional team. But those are all good to have, a luxury to have. If you don't have them, not to worry at all. We can manage with our mobile phone, tripod stand, and a column mic and an editing software. Good enough. We are good to go. Okay. Now comes the most ignored step, a very basic step, but has a big impact. Some of us might have guessed what it is, but for those who haven't, as basic as cleaning the camera lens. Most of us ignore. Even I used to fall in this trap. See, what happens is almost all the phones have cameras at places which you keep touching. You take a call, you touch. You keep it somewhere, you touch. You keep it in your pocket, you touch. But what happens is your fingerprints, dust, grease, all that makes the camera very blurry. So cleaning the lens is something very critical before every shoot. Every time you are about to shoot, clean it. And when I say cleaning it, it's not a very big technical thing to do. All you need is just a microfiber cloth. These are the cloth which comes with your spectacles in your box. You can use those cloth. If you don't have that, not a problem. Your short edge, your sari dupatta, or any cloth which is soft and doesn't have any abrasives on that. Because the fingerprints make your videos blur, they look hazy, they reduce the sharpness and the contrast which your camera is capable of, but because of just one small act, we make our output much lesser than what it could be otherwise. So it does have a very good impact on the quality of the outcome, which is your final video. Okay, now when we are starting, this is one question which almost always we have in our mind. I have seen people asking me, but so which camera do you use? Do you use the front camera of the phone, or you use the rear camera, or rear side, back of the phone? Which is the camera which you use? We can use both, but if you use this in the sequence where you start with the front camera and then you move on to the rear camera, it makes better sense, because shooting using your front camera, though the resolution is a little less, has its own benefits, especially when we are learning to make our own videos all by ourselves without anybody's help. So what are these help? Well, I mean, how is it helpful? Because you can see yourself on the frame, on the camera. You can see how you are going to look ultimately. Because you see yourself, you can adjust yourself with the frame. You can see the posture and the positioning, how you're sitting. You can check the background behind you. If anything is not in place, if something missing, you can take care of them immediately, even before you start rolling. And when you get your expertise in this, then you can move on to the rear camera, because the rear camera definitely has a better set resolution. It gives you a better dynamic range, and the quality of color it captures is much better in any camera. Okay, all right. And even there, when you become an expert, when you're shooting, always shoot a short clip. Record a short clip, watch it, and see if you are at the right place, because if your lighting is all fine, because in the rear camera, you are not able to see yourself when the camera is rolling. So always take a small clip, see it, then resume your recording. Okay, Then comes, where do I keep my camera? How do I frame myself? Very critical, very, very critical. So here you can see uh, the camera here on the picture. This is the ideal way you should frame yourself. Okay. So, which means your camera should be at eye level, not above that. It should not be below your chin. It should not be top-down angle, as in your camera is somewhere on top and you're speaking, or you're looking up and speaking. See, it is all fine if you take such videos, if you are doing the video for the sake of some kind of an entertainment or some kind of a advertisement for something else. But in our business, we are not doing these videos for fun or just for catching attention. We are doing it for a serious reason, to convey our message to our audience. So the lesser funkier the video looks, and the more serious it comes out. So this top angles, low angles, side angles, jarry thing, avoid them. Give enough headroom above your head, so that when you are editing, you have enough space to put captions there. You can show relevant visuals when you are speaking, things like that. Best is, when you are framing, you frame chest onwards, from your chest till your head. That is seen in a close-up enough shot. So it gives the audience or the customer the feel, when they are looking at their videos, that they are sitting in front of you and talking to you. That kind of a feel they get when the framing is close and straight on it. Okay. Of course, then there are so many other things. Don't stare, this, that, and there are other things which we can look at it. But in a nutshell, this is what it is. What do you avoid? Like I said, don't look down into the camera. Don't crop your forehead, like the video starts from here because you come too close to the phone. Maybe because you're looking at a prompter which has small fonts, and you come too close to it, your forehead gets cut, or you not notice that. Don't do that. And also, don't go too far, and give plenty of space around you. What happens is, when you are on the edit table, if you are cropping and bringing your visual closer, it blurs. It loses its sharpness. Unless you are thinking of putting a lot of visual elements around you in the video when you are taking. Okay, so it is very subjective what you're going to do. But thumb rule, when you're starting off, don't do all those gimmicks. Avoid it. Visually, if I have to tell you, the right way of doing it is this. From the front, you look something like on the left side of the screen. From the side, if you look, your camera, when I say camera, it's that one dot on your phone. That should be near under your eye, just at the level above the chin, so that you can frame yourself well within the frame. And like I said, don't look down. If you look down, that's the kind of visual you get in your video. Cropped forehead looks like this. Too much empty space, you look a very puny thing with nothing around. It doesn't give a good feel to the video. So these are things you can avoid. And then comes the lighting. Very critical. And some basic things can solve the lighting issue. We don't have to invest on heavy equipment also. Just normal physics, which we might have missed out in the school. Maybe we were talking to our neighbor when the teacher was telling us about the lighting and all that. Very basic it is. First, second, third standard classes, where the concept says you can see something because when the light falls on it, the light rays are reflected, and that reflected ray is caught by your eye and you see the object. Same thing works here. How does it work? Brightness does not matter, direction matters. Where should the direction be? The light must fall on your face, not from behind. So when the light falls on your face, it reflects. The camera is in front. That camera captures that light. So that is the concept, that is how it should be done. What are the best options? Sit facing a window. Keep the light source behind the camera, not behind you. So when you keep the light source behind the camera, the light is falling from behind the camera to your face. It is not flashing on the lens, and when it falls on your face, the light reflected from the face is captured by the camera lens. Use a soft diffused light, not direct light on your face. It gets very harsh and it's a little jarry on the video when somebody's looking at you. It distracts. Soft light gives you a very natural kind of a look. Something like if you are going and meeting your client or your audience at their place physically, it is like it will give you a feel like you're sitting in their living room or hall or maybe in a cafeteria you're sitting. That kind of a light is a diffused light. That is a feeling you get, which is very easy for the clients to relate to, for the audience to relate to, and they feel that warmth and the personal feel when they look at the videos. Okay, like I said, there are some things to be avoided, which is having a window behind you. Okay, now if you look at my visual also, right now I'm speaking, I have a window behind which I could not avoid. So what I did, I covered it so that the light does not fall from the window behind me, and the only source of light which hits my face is the one which is in front of me. Okay, strong overhead lights, do not use them. It gives a very harsh feel. Don't use mixed colors. I mean, unless you want some kind of an effect in your video, which is for later. To start, for us to have a good, serious, sincere video, we do not need different discotheque kind of lights. So minimize that kind of a thing. How do you know the lighting is correct? If your eyes look bright and nice, the lighting is correct. And where do you check if your eyes are looking bright and nice? Not when you are doing your video, not when you are taking your video. Don't peep into the camera and see if your eyes are looking good and nice. No. You be at the spot where you have to be, roll the camera, do that one small little clip. On the recorded clip, see if your eyes are clear and nice. That gives you an indication that the lighting is perfect, or if you have to do any changes. So visually, if I have to tell you, face the window, keep the light behind your camera, always have a diffused light. Here I have shown you an equipment which diffuses a sharp light. If you don't have it, not a problem. Keep a window, or even if you're taking it in your house, keep the light away from you, which is bright enough, but not too harsh. So that gives you a kind of a diffused light. If you can't avoid that, you can just drop a white color cloth in front of the harsh light. That diffuses the light enough for you to get a better lighting. Okay, don't have the window behind you with full light coming off it, because this sell-out kind of a thing is what you will see in the video, and then we'll be wondering what happened to it, man. Why am I not seeing my face? Because your phones, it is the name alone is not smartphone. It actually is smart, but dumb smart. It will not understand that you want to take your face clear. It will see whichever is bright and nice. It will think, okay, that is a subject, and it will start recording that. Okay, so the onus is on us to keep the light on our face so that the camera, the smart camera, knows that the face is what it has to capture. Don't have the harsh overlights, don't have mixed colors. Okay, that was about the visual part of it. Now when we move over to the audio part of it, that is very critical. See, what happens is people may forget the video issues because they may think that it is the internet issue they are having, or they may think that it's their own instrument or device which is not giving the video properly. But if the audio, if we have not recorded it right, they will not forget that, because that is what is the final thing which is, communicating to the person in front of the camera or the device. When they are looking at your video, your voice, what you're saying is what is the ultimate thing which they are hearing. So use a collar mic so that the mic is closer to you. You speak, your speech is captured. No other unwanted noises around the camera is captured. Mostly these mics, they filter out hissing noises and breeze noise and all those things. When you wear the camera, when you wear the mic, wear it 6 to 8 inches below your chin, not too close to your mouth or your throat, because all those sounds which we don't hear otherwise. Yes, I will. I will share the right column mic thing. Yeah, I will share where you get it to. Not to worry, I'll address that. Okay. When the mic is too close to your throat or the mouth, the small noises which happen because you twitch your tongue. Uh, you know what I'm saying. Ahs and oohs and ees, all those sounds coming into it. Okay. If your mic is a cabled one, see to it that you have a longer cable, and when you're in front of the camera, tuck that cable inside so that it doesn't look shabby onto the video. Test your recording, test your audio before you go for your final take. Always take at least a 10-second audio test. Listen to it, then you go for your final take. And when you listen to it on your earphones, because you will be able to pick up all those little disturbances which are coming on your audio track. Because we miss out because we are in that ambience, but when we record it and somebody else is seeing it in a totally different environment, they are able to pick up those noises, and it is irritating, and it is like we are disturbing them from listening to us closely, keenly. Okay. Now we know the lighting, we know how to take the videos. What to say? What is the script for the video we're doing? Okay. The volume you can set it at optimal, sir. We will come to the questions a little later, sir. I have a section for the question and answers. There, one by one, we can answer that. So, because otherwise my flow would be a little disturbed. So please bear with me for some more time. We'll have come to the question and answer session. Okay. Now script. Almost always, I would say you do your script on an AI. Even if you are a good speaker, extempore you can speak, it is always good to run it through somebody. And in our case, that somebody could always be an AI. It could be a chat GPT, it could be a co-pilot, it could be a Claude, it could be a Meta, whichever AI you are comfortable with, run it through that. Meaning you give the prompt with all your thoughts into it and ask it to generate a script for you, whichever software. And when you generate the script, keep in mind to give one extra prompt there, asking it to give the script in a teleprompter version for a direct camera speaking. So it will be something like, give me a teleprompter version script for direct camera speaking. So the result of that is the AI gives you shorter lines with natural pauses in a very spoken language kind of a treatment, conversational tone. It avoids long style sentences, long written style sentences, because the way we write, when we are writing, it is different. When we are speaking, it is different. So when we ask the prompter to give it in a teleprompter style, it gives us in this form. So it becomes easier for us to speak with natural pauses, soft languages, and the kind of language which we use when we are conversing with somebody, not the language which we use when we are writing. Okay, which means you need to have a teleprompter. Now, there are many teleprompters in the market on the Google Play, on the Apple Store, or Microsoft Store. There are many. You can install any of those on your mobile phone, but look for these basic features, which is you should see to it that the prompter allows you to control the speed at which the sentences scroll down or up. They allow you to increase or decrease the font size, because this becomes critical, because if you are able to make the fonts larger, you will be able to place yourself a little away from the camera to speak comfortably and give a very natural flow to your voice and your visuals. Central alignment, because central alignment makes it come into center, so your eyes are always onto the camera, and it gives the audience the feeling that we are looking at them and speaking out of memory. They do not realize that we are reading from a prompter. You have a process where you paste the script, adjust the speed, test it once, and then start recording. Okay. Now there is a flow also. How do you? This is a flow which I have devised for myself, which has worked for me, and I'm sure it will work for everyone else. And as you go in your journey of video making, you may tweak it little here and there and adjust to your convenience. But I felt this way, the way I'm doing, is very helpful. Where first you would open the teleprompter on your phone, load your script. The script is something which you would have written yourself first, then you would have put it on your AI, run it through that in a teleprompter style, load it onto your phone, set the scroll speed. Now, scroll speed, when I mean the speed at which you would like to read it. Okay, let me not say read it, the speed at which you would like to say things. So set the speed to that. Take your position. Your position as in where you would want to stand or sit for your video to for you to start the video. Go take your position, relax. No hurry. We are the director, we are the actor, we are the sound man, lights man, everything. Nobody is behind us. Calm, relax. Why relax is, if you are not relaxed, each and every expression is captured by that lens on your phone. The lens is ruthless. You own the phone, that's fine. But whatever your face does, it will capture, good or bad. And for us, a relaxed face is what we should have, which gives the audience the feel that this person is confident of what he or she is saying. Then you start the camera. Even after starting the camera, you don't start speaking, you start the prompter then for it to start rolling. Don't immediately start reading again. Most of the prompters give you a countdown, 3, 2, 1. If it doesn't have, wait for at least 2 seconds. Relaxed, start speaking. Never start speaking immediately after you press the recording button. Why? Because those 2 to 3 seconds in the beginning are the ones when you are adjusting yourself. And if you start your message right from there, those first 2 to 3 seconds will not be recorded properly. It will not give the proper output what you want, and that will put off your audience. So you may lose the audience much before you actually get. Don't irritate them in the beginning itself. So calm, compose thing, Let the camera roll. If the lag is too much, if it is too much of a gap, it's okay. While you're editing, you can cut off that space, but you don't have to rush yourself. Okay. Some will say, because the moment I look at the camera, I get tensed. I, I don't know. It's some kind of a fear. Yes, there is a fear. All of us have to overcome it. How? Stand still, very obvious, or sit still. Take a long breath, smile. The moment you smile, it makes you feel good, and your smile on your face, your camera feels good, captures that, and your audience looks at it, they feel good. Yes, practice makes you perfect, and calm, composed practice makes it brilliant. Okay, so you stand still, take a long breath, slight smile, then you start. Okay, when you start speaking to the camera, think that you are talking to that one interested person. Think that the person or the camera is not a camera or a lens. It is a person, your good friend, your good client who's keenly listening to you. Picturize that person in front of you, not the camera in front of you. Think that you are sitting in a real meeting, one-on-one meeting. Feel it. It shows on your face. Then speak. The output will be brilliant. Even after doing all these things, getting the camera at the right place, getting the good lighting, getting a good script, and practicing it, even after doing all these things, we are human. Mistakes do happen. What you do not panic and restart instantly. This, when I'm saying, is when you have started taking your final take, you make a mistake. Okay, you wanted to, there is something written on the prompter, but you said something else, or you gave a longer pause, or you hesitated a little. Don't panic there and stop. It's your film. You are taking it. Don't panic. Be there. Stop. Stop there. Pause. Stay still for 1 or 2 seconds. This silence can be edited later in the software. Restart the line after you have come back to your calm composure. Because when you make a mistake and you get tense, the facial muscles tense up. All the muscles do all the wrong expressions. And if you immediately start with the next line, it doesn't capture it right. And because you've done that, you will not want to do another take. So you may just keep that very footage in your video. Add. Okay, don't do that. This helps. Not cutting the shot and retaking, but pausing. Let the camera be rolling. Pausing, getting a composure, and restarting. How it helps is when you are editing, your lighting, your position, your energy, they don't vary from one shot to the other. So it looks very natural after the editing process is done. So it gives you a continuity when you're doing those jump shots, then you were cutting in between and placing the shots together. It does not look jumpy, jerky, because the frame looks the same, the lighting looks the same, your energy is the same. So for a viewer, it will not look like you have taken you have paused and done it. Okay, so follow that. Like I said, never apologize on camera. Pause, stay still, restart. When you apologize, you say something, you say, oh, that expression which comes on your face, that lingers on. That lingers on for some time. So when you restart, that expression on your face is still there, but you think you overcome it. The camera is ruthless. Brat. And devil captures every little moment on your face. So don't do such things. Okay. Now the next aspect, background setup. Very simple. There's no complication in it. What do? Keep it clean. No distractions. If you have to keep something, keep things which are relevant to your business. The good options could be just have a bookshelf behind you, keep an office desk kind of a thing, or just a natural wall behind you, or a brand element which complements what you're saying, what you're conveying. Why? Because you will declutter the background and you will not take the audience's concentration from what you are saying, from your face to anything around you or behind you. So keep it minimal. Avoid messy or moving backgrounds. When something keeps moving behind you, when you're trying to say something serious, or when you're trying to explain something to your customer, in your video, yes, but it is almost like you are sitting in front and speaking. So if something is moving around you, when you are physically sitting against in front of someone and speaking, something move around, the person who's listening to you will take his or her eyes off and see what's happening behind you. Same thing will happen to the video too, and they may miss out on the critical things which are being said by you in the video. So avoid messy, moving videos, surroundings. Okay. Now there are some camera settings on the phone. Many of us, we do check those things, but most of people, they don't mind. They don't think that it has to be done, because everybody has this feeling that it's an autofocus. Whatever you do, it will take correctly. Not like that. There are certain basic things you should be very clear about. The resolution at which the camera captures, that can be set in your phone. So always keep that to the highest, preferably 1080 pixels or 4K, or whichever is the highest setting in your phone. Frame rate, frames per second, keep that to 30. For a video, a close-up video, 30 frames per second is perfect. And in the beginning, when you're learning, keep the grid lines on. The grid lines are those squarish graph-like lines which come on your screen when you're using your front camera. It helps you to do the composition correct, to make you sit in the center. How much, if you visualize some space coming next to you, you can calculate that and accordingly you can stand by looking at the grid lines. Put your phone on an aeroplane mode. What happens at times, which has happened to me also many a times, when you forget to put the phone on the aeroplane mode, you have practiced some 5, 6 times or 10 times, that 11th or 12th time, when you are so happy that your flow is so good, you are saying it so nicely, the light is so nice and bright, everything's going good, your phone rings. Gone. That perfect shot which was happening, somebody else away from you spoils it. Don't let that happen. Put it on an aeroplane mode. Before that, you can even switch off your notifications so that when you're taking your videos, this twing, tang, tung, such sounds don't get captured. Very critical. Battery, see to it, minimum 30% is there. It should be more. See to it that your phone has enough storage. You may say that I can always recharge my phone and take it again, and okay, I can delete some space and take it again. Why should I be so conscious about these things before I shoot? That is precisely for the reason that, like I said a few minutes back, that you would have practiced so much, and that one particular shot, when you think is coming so right, everything is falling into place and you're so going so good, at that time, if your battery fails or your storage fails or a call comes in, it gets ruined. And to recreate the whole thing again, it takes an effort and time. Body language, most of us know. Before we speak, we are judged by how we sit, how we walk into the room, how we look at someone, our gestures. before we open our mouth, the person has already made a judgment on us. They already have a perception. So, right from the first visual, before we open our mouth, we should be careful how we are. Small postural corrections or small uh, things in head, sit straight or stand straight gives you a very confident, serious connotation. Don't, shoulders tensed and you're speaking. No, camera will not eat you up. Camera is your friend. Relax, like a national person. Relax shoulders, chin up, not too high, not too low, not too high, not so high that people look into your nostrils. How much ever clean they are, it's disgusting. All right, controlled hand movements. Don't keep throwing around your hand when you're saying something, because it takes the attention off what you're saying. Only use your hand gesture when you have to emphasize, when you have to use them for a specific reason. Don't keep moving them around and distract the audience. Don't sway. You sway like this, more than whatever thing you say, whatever best message or information you're conveying, nobody is interested because you don't look interested. Rotate. You're saying you think it is a nice thing, you're giving a visual treatment to it. No, it takes the whole seriousness away, because we are not in a business of doing good looking or films or film with a lot of effects onto it. We are in the business of advising, and that business requires us to speak to them. One of the medium, fortunately in this age we have, is the videos. With these videos we are able to reach them. For that purpose we are using it. So use it in a way where it simulates your presence in front of them. So calm and engaged composure gives a very credible presence. That's the outcome of a good body language. Okay, when we have graduated to the rare camera, a small little hack to make the video come in and with an effect where the audience has the feeling that you are looking at them and speaking, and you have that right connect with them. What you can do is put a small sticker near the lens. Get something nice written on it, funny written on it, or with your loved one's name on it, and look at that sticker with when you speak. Like I told you, imagine your best person, speak that way. This creates a very natural eye contact effect. So if you're watching me in the camera, if I am reading from a side screen like this, you can make out that I'm not connecting with you. But if I look at the camera and say eye contact click, you know what you should do? On the rear camera, you stick a sticker. So when I look at you, you also are attentive because I'm looking at you and speaking, rather than I'm reading from the side. Okay. Another little hack is never do just one. Even if you think that you got the right shot, don't stop with one. I mean, when you become a very experienced person, then you may take a call. But in my experience, what I say is, when you are taking your videos, take more shots. Because when you're on the editing table, something you may not like in it and you want to change. So you cannot go back to the place, or you cannot go back and recreate the whole thing and take the video again. So it's always better to never depend on the first take. What do? You minimum take 3 to 5 takes, depending on the time you have. With every take, with a slight variation in the energy, variation in the pacing, variation in the gestures, and pick the best one when you are editing. Because professionals, which we are, we never take the first take for granted. For all you know, you will go through all the 5 takes and come back to the first one. But because of that, don't just take one. All right. Give yourself the luxury of choice, which one to pick because you should not compromise, or you should not be content with something which is not pleasing you on the editing table, because you cannot go back to the place and take it in a different way. Okay, now after doing all these things, after capturing your video, after speaking right and all that, the last step, which actually decorates the ornaments on your video, is put when you are editing it. There are many editing apps. You can pick your choice. You can do all your R&D on that. The best is when you use editing software on your laptop. That's easier for you to manipulate. And what do you do there? Remove the mistakes. You cut out those mistakes, cut pauses, add captions. Okay. How they help is most of the people, when they watch your videos in the crowded areas, or maybe in a gathering, they don't want to listen to others and they want to watch something else, they mute the sound and watch the video. There, if you have your captions put in a very attractive way, it helps. Always add an intro in the beginning of the video and a call to action at the end of the video, and some kind of a call to action running through your video, so that at any point of time in the video, the audience is able to see where to get in touch with you. They can take a screenshot and they can be speaking to you immediately. Add your logo. Having a logo is always beneficial, because that gives you some kind of an identity. Whenever they look at that, they are reminded of you. Like I told you, there are many mobile editing apps: CapCut, VNedit, InShot, iMovie. Your phone will have its own proprietary branded things. All those. Having this or that doesn't matter, but whatever you have, you should spend some time, do a little R&D, trial and error, and see how best you can make it work. Okay, that was from my end. Hope it was useful. Now I'll take some questions for some time, and after we are done with the questions, there is a small announcement or a pitch I would like to make, but that is after the question and answer sessions. So you may unmute your microphones and ask, or you can type in your questions, or you raise your hands. Yes, Ms. Vinay, you have raised your hands. Go ahead, ask me.
I just wanted to know that because I'm using the teleprompter app, and if I use the script and use the rear camera, how will I read the subject?
After you are experienced with your front camera, when you have become an expert in making the composition of your video and everything, like I told you, the natural progression would be to move on to the rear camera. There, what you can do is you can use a little act to have some kind of a support, where behind your camera you keep your laptop and your prompter would be on the laptop. There are prompters which are there specifically.
It can be downloaded on the laptop.
Yes, you can download them on the laptop and you can read from the laptop. That will also give the effect as if we are looking at the camera and speak.
Yeah, I have one more question.
Yeah.
Suppose my script is very big, it will not allow so much on the teleprompter app. And when I condense it, I will lose on the important material. So how do I do it? Is there any feature where I can have unlimited data?
I think, I mean, out of my experience, if I recollect, I think you are saying this because you may be having one of those free prompters. They limit the size of the, the length of the script.
So you advise me to take a paid up version of it?
Paid up, or look for a version which does not restrict. Okay. I have a version which does, though it is free, it does not restrict the length of the conversation, so I can fit in. So maybe offline I can share that with you, the one which I use, so you can use the same thing.
I need some editing skills which I can learn from you when I meet on April 10th.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. And that is something which I'm going to talk about the question and answer session also. So if you are sticking on to that, I will come to that even. Yes.
Thank you, David.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Yes. I can see someone else also.
Sir, Ajay here.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I need your suggestion that taking the teleprompter will be on the desktop and recording through webcam. Is it suggestible?
Sorry, come again. Your voice is not too clear. Sorry.
If I'm not interested in recording through mobile,
Okay.
I feel that on desktop the teleprompt is scrolling, and I record the video through webcam. Is it suggestible?
Okay. In my experience, I mean, I won't say that my experience is everybody's experience. In my experience, why I use the phone camera is because one is the name smart camera. The camera by itself does lot of adjustments to the visual to make it look good, which most of the webcams don't do. Webcam will just take it as it is. You would have seen that difference. If you shoot yourself through a mobile camera versus your webcam looks very flat and very close to reality. But the phone, since it has the ability to better it, enhance it, I think we should make use of that. But no harm doing it on webcam, because webcam things you can use when you are actually doing a product detailing or an elaborate thing, 5-6 minute video if you are doing, where you are having your voice added to your presentation or something. There it helps well. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir,
Yes.
do you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
Yeah. My question regarding question answer video.
Yes, sir.
The timing between the script of question voice and our voice, answer as voice, how it will be matched and how can be done that? Our method of doing it.
Matching when, sir? When you are using a separate camera, camera and a separate mic, is it?
No. Your one video got a question answer video, no?
Yes.
In that questions are coming in script as well as voice.
Correct.
That is one thing.
Yes.
And your answer, you are answering, that is video is by the side of it, and that is different one.
Yes.
Yeah. How you do that one? How it can be done? Method of doing it. How it can be done?
That has to be done when we are editing, sir. On the editing software we have to do. And in my case, I did that on Canva. Both are done separately and they are put together in the video. It's a lengthy process. We can discuss about that. But it is not done on a one take kind of a thing.
Correct.
The ladies voice where the questions are coming, it is not a natural voice. It's a AI voice.
AI voice, correct.
It's an AI voice, and that
Because,
voice is taken separately, I place it under the visual where I want it. So
I
how
know
it can
that.
be done?
It is two things. It is to be done.
Yes.
Two things is there. While doing answering, script will come in front of you.
Correct.
Yeah, and you will answer without script.
Correct.
Or with script you are answering.
So that's up to us, the way you want it to look. I wanted it that way, so I did it that way. So the way you visualize, if you want that as you're speaking, your word should come in front of you, you can manage that. Or you can shut that and you can just be speaking. Did I answer you right? Or I mean, did I?
Yeah. Because the both things you are doing it separately, while you have to do the video separately and again edit of yourself answering video. One is questioning video. Am I right? So questioning area we are taking from chart and AI through that one.
Yes.
Are you that questions you are listening? Or you are looking at the screen and answering it. You make the answer also with this thing. Okay, that is how it is being done. Just to measure this thing, I want to.
So the way I have put it is that way. Both are done separately. I am speaking totally in a different shot in a different place. Okay.
Yeah.
only thing is you act, because you will visualize what is the question which you want to ask. So you will visualize that in your mind and react as if you are hearing to that question and answering. That is not happening simultaneously.
Yes,
Only
it is not.
only on the editing table you are putting them together.
Okay, editing table you are putting it, but it is very difficult to do it. What I mean to say, just the questions you are making it afterwards, or you answer a video you are doing first, or editing question video you are doing first.
Okay, I will explain it this way, sir. Where if you are getting your script on your AI, so you will ask the AI to give the whole script, the questions and answers,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
When you are shooting it on the prompter for your comfort, you can let the question also run, so that you are reading but not saying the questions which are being asked to you. And
Yeah.
when the answer comes, you start answering them. So that will help you to naturally answer the question which is being asked. And
Yeah.
later on the editing table, the questions alone, you can make an AI voice to it and fix it there.
Thank you. Thank you. That I got it. Now I got communicated. Thank you.
Yes, right, sir. Any more questions, please?
No, thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. Anyone else, please? Okay. If no one else is there for any questions, I will go to a little offer which I have. I have made a program or a course for personal branding through self-shot business videos. It will be for beginners till they become a confident video creator. It's a practical implementation series. It's a 4-module progressive structure. It will be for 1.5 hours to 2 hours a module, 4 weeks, 1 module each. The outcome of this would be more clients, more credibility and visibility. This 4-module journey to video conference would be roughly like this. In the module 1, we talk about foundation and setup. Then the second one, we talk about the content and the scripts. Shoot like a pro. Then how do we edit, publish and convert? What Mr. Shanmuga was asking right now, that is in the 4th module. And if I have to take you through a little deeper inside this module, the first module is going to be a foundation, in which video setup that builds credibility would be the theme. And objective of that will be to learn to create a professional studio-like setup with simple, accessible, available equipment at home, and to give the viewers the trust from the very first frame. So if I break that down even further, we'll be talking about the psychology of first impressions, essential equipment for a deep dive, camera and framing mastery, lighting and audio engineering. So basically we are talking about how viewers judge you within that first 3 seconds of the video starting, then learn those trust signals which we should have to capture the audience attention. What are the essential things which we should have to shoot? How do we frame, the science of framing, the angle psychology, the background strategy, the direction of light, all those things in module 1. Module 2 would be content creation and script engineering. Here, objective is very clear. We're going to learn to create engaging professional speaking content that attracts the right clients and positions us as an authority in our niche. So if I break that down, we'll be talking about topics that attract clients, video structure formula, AI script writing framework, how to speak naturally with the right tone, modulation, energy, control, and eye contact, overcoming the camera fear, how do you do that? Outcome, very simple. From the module 2, you can produce clear, engaging scripts and speak naturally and confidently on the camera. Module 3 will be to shoot. How do you actually shoot like a professional? The objective would be to master the actual recording process from pre-shoot preparation to confident, polished delivery on the camera. If I break that down, we'll be talking about pre-shoot workflow, teleprompter mastery, body language for the camera, video and recording techniques. So basically we'll see what is a checklist, positioning. And by the way, I will be sharing one guide PDF which I will share in the group, and you, whoever is wanting, they can use that when they are trying out their video shooting. Okay, and back to the module. Then the module has body language. What should be the body language in front of the camera? How do you record voice? What are the different techniques you can use to make your voice sound more convincing, natural, and the works. The fourth one would be the final one, where we will learn about editing, publishing, and business impact of our videos. Objective, very plain again, learn how to transform your videos into client generating assets that drive visibility, build trust, and convert viewers into leads and then clients. So that would be module 4. Deep dive into that is what we'll do simple editing workflow, thumbnail and visual branding, the distribution strategy, how do we distribute all our videos, different medium, videos as lead generators, how we make use of it as a lead generator. What is the long-term content strategy? I mean, it's not enough to just take 1 or 2 videos and be done with it. It doesn't do anything. So we need to have a long-term, consistent way of working. So how do we do that long-term, consistent system? So module 4 and output would be you converting your videos into consistent visibility and a steady stream of business leads. How the whole program works, it's a 4 consecutive Thursdays. I plan to do that. I have planned the course for 4 weeks, starting on the Thursday, 12th March, one on 12th, one on 19th March, the other one on 26th March, and the 4th one on the 2nd of April. The sessions would be on in the evening at 8 p.m., roughly around 1.5 hours to 2 hours. They'll be designed for real progress, and we'll have actual practice, one-on-one discussions, and the works. This will be a passive course. This will not be a passive course. It's a hands-on implementation series. Every week we'll learn and practice and build something during the week. 4 focus weeks, 1 module each, 1.5 hours to 2 hours, deep dives with time to absorb, apply, and ask questions. Practice assignments will be there, which we will complete and master the whole trick. All this, which will culminate as you will leave this program with just one thing, which would be the ability to show up on camera and turn that visibility into business, what we ultimately want. So you will carry 4 C's with you: credibility, clarity, consistency, and conversion. So all this, for people who are there in this webinar, I would like to say that I would offer them a better rate. Yes, how it works. So first of all, thanks a lot. You spent your time and gave me so much of time to listen to me. All the attendees would get a discount for this program of 4 modules. And what's included in that, the full course will comprise 4 comprehensive modules. As I told you, each is valued at rupees 2,000. That means the whole course is for 8,000 rupees. But I will not say, give me 8,000 rupees. If you say I will not do anything now, in that case, after the program is over, there is a discounted price which we have designed, which is 4,500 rupees, which is the regular discount for this month. But if you do the booking within this webinar, in the next 10 minutes, the whole 4 module course will come to you for rupees 2,500 only. So you may scan, you may directly send it to my number and register for the course. The course, which is 8K for 4 modules, 2,000 rupees each, is being offered at a 2,500 rupees exclusive webinar price, which is which is a whopping 69% savings on the complete value. So I will keep the forum open for the next 10 minutes. We are at 12:30 till 12:40. Whoever registers, they can get it for 2,500 rupees. As people are doing that, more questions if people have on anything, the modules or the webinar what I took, you may please ask me for the next 10 minutes, after which we can close. Yes, Mr. Sriram. Yes.
Yeah, so my question is, as you take us through these programs, would you also be guiding us on what are the Canva type of things and how to use them?
Yes, ma'am. The Canva type of a thing is the fourth module where I said we will do the editing things and all.
Yeah, so all the other softwares which we need for teleprompting, how to use them, all those things will be included.
All that will come, the teleprompting and all in the script module, it will come. So when you finish all these 4 modules, you will know exactly what you should do to take your videos and how to be ready for future with multiple video scripts in hand, so that you are never short of videos. You can, I mean, we keep telling ourselves that we should post 1 video a day. How do we do it? We don't know. So for that, I will be taking you, hand-holding you to create videos, keep them in stock and keep them releasing on a daily basis.
So all the technicalities, technical aspects you will be teaching us.
Yes, ma'am. I will.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So any other question in relation to this or around this?
Will we be having the tips to convert the viewership into leads? Like
Sorry,
as in having the landing pages? The viewership.
Landing pages, I can get you. Landing pages?
How will the viewership be converted to leads in terms of landing pages?
Okay,
do you have
so
any tips for that?
The last module, ma'am, I will be touching upon very shortly on how to place your videos in the social media and collect leads out of it. Okay. So I will be doing that. I mean, to be very frank, it's an elaborate thing, but I will definitely give you a window into it, and I know you will definitely pick up from there and you can do it right. The small tricks, it can give you considerable results.
I have one more question.
Yeah, thank you, Shanmuga sir. Thank you. I will respond to you with all the other details. Yeah, tell me.
So suppose, due to some reason I'm not able to attend one session. So would you be sharing the recordings of that? So that
yes, I would. Not only the recordings, ma'am. It is a 4-week session. Does not mean that we will only speak on Thursdays. We will have assignment through the week. So we can be in touch on a regular basis. So for some reason, if you are missing out on one, or if most of us feel that most of us are not there on that day, we can talk to each other and shift the timing here and there. That's not at all a problem. Even otherwise, recordings would be there and the recordings will be shared.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We are only 3 minutes off the 10 minutes. So we still have some 7 minutes. If somebody makes up their mind to enroll for 2,500, they could go ahead. And from my end, I can assure you that you will definitely reap good benefits out of this, because I have put in some 2 to 3 years, solid years, to understand how the whole thing works. And I would be more than willing to share my knowledge, and on which you all can build with your intelligence and experience and make it work wonderfully well. Thank you, Sriram. Thank you. I will send the details after this. Ma'am, this Veena ma'am, this is a Google QR. You can scan this, or my number 98451 to the number also the payment can be made. Yes, Mr. Henry, I can see your hand raised. You may go ahead and ask me a question. Yes. I think you may have to unmute you. I can't hear you. Okay. Mr. Henry, if you're trying to speak to me, maybe your microphone is muted. Okay, why don't I play some soft music so that we don't get bored for this time? Let me see. What I can play. Otherwise, waiting for 7-8 minutes without doing anything is a pain. As it is, you all have given me such wonderful attention and so much of your time. I'm so pleased, so blessed to have you all in my webinar. I shall play some instrumental. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the payment. I will get back to the details. Three more minutes before we close. Anybody with a question on what was said today or what I'm going to be taking in the next 4 modules? Questions can be asked.
It's regarding the dress code. For men, it will be formal. For women, they have so many dresses and so many flashy colors. So what do you suggest for women?
Simple answer, ma'am. What is the dress you are comfortable when you go in person and meet your client? That is the dress code for your camera also. I would say treat your camera, treat your phone as your client. So as you would want to present yourself to the client, do that to your camera also.
Okay.
Another 2 minutes. It's such a wonderful feeling to know that so many of you should actually set aside your valuable time on a Saturday, when I understand most of us people who are in the advisory business, we use this time to go and meet our clients. But you decided to listen to me. I'm thankful. I will be sharing the recording of this session which I took, and it will be accessible for at least 1 week. It will be on, and for the people who have made the payment, that will be shared with them for life. They can keep the recording for themselves. So after this, I will be sharing one PPT on the guidelines of how you go about doing your videos, and I will share the recording of this session. Hopefully everything got recorded properly. I made an attempt and I think it is. So I will share the link for the recording also. You can go through it once again. And if you make up your mind after the session is over, anyway, we are there on the WhatsApp group. I will hold the WhatsApp group for some more time. I will not dissolve it. And all of you have my email IDs, the phone numbers. You can call me anytime, ask me anything on the subject. And even after this, if you want to enroll, you can enroll for the course after you have gone through the recordings maybe one more time. The rates will be a little different, but yes, we can speak to each other and see to it what we can do. But yes, my commitment for solid modules with knowledge packed, experiential, practical sessions where not only me, you can come up with your ideas, your directions, we can build on it, make it happen. The collective result or the collective goal is to do well in our business and do it with dignity, confidence, and what do you say, authority. So that's where we'll be going. And now it is 12:40. I think we shall go beyond this slide now. So, thank you for all of you who have made the payment. I shall be responding to you individually and letting you know of the details as when we are starting, how we are starting, what all we should be ready with. That will be next Thursday. That does not mean that before that, if you have any queries, you cannot reach anyone. Everyone can reach me, and wherever it is possible, I'll immediately answer or address you, or otherwise I will get back to you after I get your queries or questions. Closing message, very simple. You don't need a studio, you just need the right basics. Small details do create big credibility. Consistency builds confidence and brand presence.
This cannot be on Wednesday, every Wednesday.
Sorry?
Why Thursday? Thursday class is there, no?
Sir, your voice is too low. I am not able to hear, sir.
Okay, now
Yes, sir. Tell me.
this day can be on Wednesday or any other day,
Uh,
because
sir,
Thursday, every Thursday there is a class for me, same time.
Okay, sir, I will see, sir, all the other participants, what they feel. If we need to shift, we will shift. Otherwise, don't you worry. You have a recording, not only the recording, after that also, we can be in touch one-on-one. We can speak,
Yeah.
sir. Not an issue at all. That.
Okay,
Very, all that
because
flexibility.
Thursday Falguni, my madam class is there.
Okay, okay. What time is the class, sir?
8 to 10, 9.
Oh,
9:30.
exactly that time, is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sir. Let me touch base with the others. I will form a small group of all the participants. Maybe we
Yeah.
can have a discussion in that and come to a conclusion if we have to change the dates. But otherwise, for
That
now,
is
this is the date.
what
And if at all you missed one or two sessions, the recordings will be there. If
Okay.
listening to the recording is a problem, then I am there, sir. Whatever the queries, whatever the questions, we will be addressing them. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So with that, thank you all for the valuable time you gave me. Thanks again. So with this, I think I have your permission to close the webinar, and we will be in touch again. For those who have made the payments, I will be forming a group and taking it up from there. Others, those who are thinking about it, may please think about it, and maybe you can get back to me a little later. For now, thank you a lot. It means a lot that you were there till the end listening to me. Thank you all. Thank you.